Hello there, my fellow viewers. Welcome back to the channel and for another episode of the What If series. So, for this video, I'm going to be approaching is a celebration tour for over 25 years in the music industry for Elvis Presley in the year of 1979. Because we all know that in 1954, Elvis released his first single as an artist, is That's Alright. And now we are in the year of 1979, 25 years since That's Alright came out, and Elvis is the bigger star. But as we all know, in 2025, that tour never happened because, Elvis is no longer with us. So let's see what could have been of the 25th anniversary tour of Elvis Presley. Oh, by the way, that I did mention in the Moody Blues video, if you haven't seen it, I'll link the description below, that Elvis would get a new management. And of course, he did. So, the guy is new to the industry, and he would love to manage for Elvis. But, after a direction with the Colonel Tom Parker, his manager, it's not doing well. But, well, you know why, because the Colonel's in debt, doing gambling too much in Vegas, and wants to keep Elvis there for many years. And I don't understand of going, why don't you just give Elvis a chance to do a residency in London or Japan or some shit? I'm going, give the man a chance. Let him travel somewhere. Even artists these days like the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, now our artists like Usher, Justin Timberlake, The Weeknd, and so many great others, give the man a chance. But the Colonel doesn't want him because we already know stories about the Colonel. Say he's a legal alien and doesn't have a passport. And, of course, I don't want to go through all of that. Anyway, after so many years of 21 years of management by the Colonel, they split their separate ways in somewhere in late of 77 or early 78. I'm not really sure. So, also, I want to mention that as well. The guy's a fan of Elvis, and the management has been settled in April of 1978. This new management didn't want maintain the status quo. No, he wants to reinvent Elvis's career, particularly his touring and recording schedules. The goal is bigger, more ambitious tour and a fresh energy injected into Elvis's live performances, and of course, lack of album sales, lack of songs that Elvis he wants to perform, or even he wants to record, like a favorite, or maybe he heard something on the radio and he wants to record it, but you need some revenue or some shit, like what the Colonel wants. But no, this management, he wants Elvis what he wants to do. So there you go. During that time as well, Elvis, now back in the best shape of his life, was ready for a new chapter, and his new management had big plans. The first idea is a new tour, something special. The first part of this new vision was the Moody Blues tour as a unique collaboration, but it wasn't just any tour. But it was a celebration for Elvis's comeback for over a year that he decided, yeah, I'm completely done. So I mentioned that in the video, so like I said, if you haven't seen it, I'll link the description below. And of course, it would be combined with the 25th anniversary tour. Fans would see Elvis performing his greatest hits, celebrating a milestone in his career. That's a big momentum for that. This wasn't just another set of shows. It was a whole new kind of a tour. Bigger, longer, and with a special potential. This first leg of the tour would take place across the US and Europe. And after that, Elvis needed a break. So by March of 79, after the first leg wraps up, the team decides to take a brief break. But the buzz is building. It's still building of a potential what's going to happen next. Fans are eagerly awaiting news about the next leg of the tour. So if fans were thinking, oh, he's going to come to Australia, he was going to come to Asia, they have a map of what they want to do. So they already got everything planned for over a year, or even in a couple of years of recording an album, or even a special or something, or even something which they haven't expected to be announced for the second leg of the Moody Blues tour. But what if it wasn't the second leg of the Moody Blues tour at all? Instead, it was something entirely different. In the summer of 1979, rather than returning to the same venues or go to another country, Elvis embarked on a 25th anniversary celebration tour. A tour unlike any other. Not only that Elvis performed in stadiums, reaching even larger audiences than before, but here's a twist. Every single concert would be filmed. That is correct. Every performance, every night of this Momentum tour. But sometimes there'll be some shows will be changed throughout the entire tour. Like change up the set list and change up different songs, different arrangements, something like that. So it will be captured. And why? Well, to create a unforgettable Elvis concert TV special that will be released in January of 1980 of a new decade. So the special would showcase Elvis at the peak of his career once again, performing in front of sold-out stadiums for the very first time in his career. I think he had sold-out venues like this before, I think in the 50s and the 70s, but nothing like this. Celebrating for over 25 years in the business, the filming would happen at every venue, capturing the magic of Elvis's performances across the US. The energy, the crowd, and of course, Elvis's iconic presence would all be immortally. Now, imagine what could have been for Elvis's legacy. A massive TV special not only celebrated his achievements, but also showcased the evolution of his live performances in a new light. The special would have aired in January of 1980, and perhaps it would have been a way for fans to connect with Elvis in a way they'd never seen before. So now let's move on to the set list and the tour dates, including with the TV special's set list. We kick things off in Miami at Miami Stadium on June 7th, 8th, 9th, 11th, and 12th. Then Tampa at Tampa Stadium on June 20th, 21st, 25th, 26th, and 27th. Then Orlando at Orlando Sports Stadium will be in June 29th, July 1st, and July 2nd. Then Atlanta in Atlanta Stadium on July 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, and 11th. Then we head up to Memphis at Memphis Memorial Stadium on July 18th, 19th, 21st, 23rd, and 24th. Then we move to Montreal in Canada at Olympic Stadium July 28th, 29th, and 31st. Then to Washington, D.C. at Robert F. Kennedy Stadium in August 6th, 7th, and 10th. Then in Los Angeles at the Dodger Stadium in August 12th, 14th, and 15th. Then we go to Philadelphia at John F. Kennedy Stadium on August 18th, 20th, and 21st. Then Buffalo at Ridge Stadium on August 23rd and 25th. Then finally at Vancouver, Canada at Empire Stadium on August 27th, 28th, 30th, and September 2nd. Now we move on to the official set list. So we started off with CC Rider, I Got a Woman, Welcome to My World, Bitter They Harder, They Fall, She Still Thinks I Still Care, Johnny Be Good, Fever, Trouble, It's Now or Never, Hound Dog, Heartbreak Hotel, Blue Suede Shoes, Don't Be Cruel, In the Ghetto, Why Me Lord, How Great Thou Art, I Always Love You, Rainy Night in Georgia, Pledging My Love, When Something Is Wrong with My Baby, Smoothing Me, Hold On I'm Coming, Fire Down Below, Suspicious Minds, The Wonder of You, My Way, Funny How Time Slips Away, Lordy Miss Claudie, Unchained Melody, and finally, Way Down. Then we move to the TV special's anniversary concert. So, there's two different versions I'm going to mention of the set list, but then there's a few different cuts throughout this special. So, it'll be in multiple countries, different songs in different iterations, or different arrangements, different footage from different cities, or different stadiums, or whatever. So, with the original broadcasted songs, so we have That's Alright, Welcome to My World, but a reprisal. Then we go with Love Me, If You Love Me, You Don't Have to Say Love Me, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel, Jailhouse Rock, Trying to Get to You, A Fool Such as I, Such a Night, How Great Thou Art, Let It Be Me, I Wash My Hands in Muddy Water, Kentucky Rain, then a Tom Jones medley with Delilah and She's a Lady, then Faded Love, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, Bridge Over Troubled Water, It's Easy For You, Blue's Eyes Crying in the Rain, Moody Blue, Snowbird, Try a Little Tenderness, Why Do I Say, An American Trilogy, Suspicious Minds, and Can't Help Falling in Love. Then, a never before seen special, but it was shown for international audiences. Most of the performances were cut out from the original broadcast, or two more or different versions of the show is never shown a light of day. Or even, it was shelved in different concerts in a full different set list, but different shows. So here's the international version of it. So, like in the original special, we have That's Alright, Love Me, Teddy Bear Don't Be Cruel. Then we have the Tom Jones medley. And then we have Suspicious Minds and Can't Help Falling in Love. But then in the never before seen one, I'm going to mention now is I Got a Woman, Steamroller Blues, Johnny Be Good, You Gave Me a Mountain, Only the Strong Survive, Tomorrow Never Comes, Blue Suede Shoes, Reconsider Baby, Hound Dog, It's Now or Never, All Shook Up, One Night, Only the Lonely, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher, Release Me, Don't Cry Daddy, In the Ghetto, What Now My Love, and finally Hurt. The 25th anniversary celebration tour was nothing short of a phenomenon. By the end of the tour, Elvis had redefined what it meant to be a live performer in the late 70s. The crowds were massive, the performances are unforgettable, and the footage in every show was more than just a concert. It was a testament to Elvis's timeless legacy. So, that is all for the What If series on Elvis. Thank you for watching this. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Hit the notification bell to be the first person to access of a new video comes out. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Until next time, peace.